Welcome to the kingdom. I'm your host. They call me Phenom. Over there is my hold up. There we go. Is my host. We call him Serious.
Yeah.
Welcome to another episode of The Blair Perspective.
What up?
So anything new going on with you?
No.
No.
No. This has been a very uneventful week.
What?
Yes.
You didn't have a Valentine's? You was up in that giant?
No.
You ain't find no female be like, hey there, lonely girl.
No, no one's had the pleasure. So,
See, somebody out there is missing out.
what can I say?
All they had to do was watch the YouTube. Like, I wonder, he's single. You could have made somebody's dreams come true. Oh well. We do have some new news for you this week. A few things actually.
Oh wait, time out.
Oh, time out.
Married man, what did you do for Valentine's Day?
Oh, Jack Diddley and shit.
Okay.
Me and my wife, we're that couple where it's just like, you want to spend some money for Valentine's Day? No. You want to spend some money for Valentine's Day? No. But today we did go out to
Goals.
Yeah. Today we did go out. We went to go see Happy Death Day to You, which I enjoyed the first movie, so I enjoyed this one. I don't think it's as good as the first one, but it definitely explains a lot of what happened in the first one, and it kind of like expands it into like its own kind of universe thing.
Really?
Yeah, it's like, so like the first one is like you go in thinking you about to watch a horror movie.
Right.
That's kind of have like a Groundhog Day premise, but it ends up being more of like a comedy that just happens to have murder in it.
Right.
And then this is like a straight up like almost damn near time travel movie. Like they tell you the origin and like what happened and this. They introduce things that weren't in the first one that, you know, for some people might be a little confusing, but I enjoyed it.
So it sounds like they had fun with it.
They did.
Like, cause when I saw the trailers and things like that, because I haven't seen neither movie, but like it seemed like a silly premise.
It still is a silly premise, but it works and it makes it fun. I know it works because my wife normally either falls asleep on movies or she's just quiet throughout the whole movie. She might ask a couple of questions if she didn't understand something. Nah, she was commentating during this movie. Like she was talking,
giving you the elbow.
Like she was talking like she was talking like she was on the couch watching this movie with me at home. I'm like, other people are in here. Why are you talking so much?
Why are you talking so loud?
It was like there's people behind us. Like let everybody enjoy the film. They paid full price.
She was having fun. That's what you do when you don't do that to strangers when you're sitting next to them. Like
nah,
no.
Nah,
I do that all the time. Like if strangers, like if it's something funny, like I had a thought of like, hey, ha 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 ha, and like we share a laugh, and now we're friends for the duration of the movie. Like, you know,
it's like now we're buddies.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, I don't do that. But no, it was cool. Like I said, I liked it. I enjoyed it a lot. I would definitely recommend it to anyone who wants to see the movie or who is curious about it. Because you didn't see it, we really can't go into like a review. But
right.
You know me, I told you for the most part I stay in that 7 out of 10 range. So I would say the first one was like the first one I give an 8 for me personally, just because I was pleasantly surprised with how much I liked it.
Okay.
This one I'd give a 7.
Okay, those are pretty good scores.
Yeah, like I've been saying for like the last year and a half, Blumhouse is just knocking stuff out the park.
Oh, that's Blumhouse too?
Yeah, they're just knocking it out the park, and
good job.
They deserve all the good things that come their way because they're doing such massive things on such small budgets, and these big studios that are spending all this money and barely recouping their money. Ha. Ha 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 ha. Stay woke.
Okay. All right. That was a quick movie review. I didn't even know y'all was gonna get that. This isn't.
See how lucky
we're
you
not
are?
even doing that right now. We've got other stuff to talk about.
All this because I asked about Valentine's Day. You see how that rabbit hole worked out for you?
Sheesh.
Oh man.
Okay, so what we got on the docket?
Well, I wanted to talk about some things that were making their run around the movie world. More so a couple things inside the DC universe. So this week,
are we going to have another DC fan podcast?
I mean, last time we were on Marvel for a little bit, so this time we can get back to DC.
We gave Marvel their well, 15 minutes of fame.
Yeah. So this week, Ben Affleck officially confirmed that he ain't Batman no more.
So instead of us hearing it from other people, like, you know, when you hear a rumor that, hey, your girl really don't fuck with you no more, it's like, fuck out of here, because I live with her.
There's no more of those. There's no more of those fanboys who just like, well, you know, they could still possibly try to do this and that and make it work. Nah, he's like, nah, I'm good. I'm done. I'm finished.
Damn, Ben.
And apparently, what led to it is him no longer directing the Batman. And he said not because Matt Reeves took over. Not really because like Matt Reeves took over. He's like, oh yeah, I'll fire me, or like I ain't gonna do it. He said it's more so like he was trying to come up with the script, and you know, he was working with different screenwriters, and he felt like personally like he couldn't tap into Batman enough to make a good Batman movie. I guess mentally he couldn't tap in and come up with a creative story that he thought would do Batman justice. And so that's when he told Warner Brothers, hey, you might want to get another director. And then I guess after speaking with Matt Reeves and Matt Reeves' vision on how he wanted to do it, he was just like, it's so good, I can't stand in the way.
Oh, bullshit. What? Would you accept that in a breakup?
I mean,
you're so much of a good man. I just can't be with you anymore. Would you accept that?
I mean, but this wasn't really like a breakup.
No, I think he was scared of putting out a bad Batman movie and knowing.
I mean, it could be the last movie.
The
last movie he directed didn't do that well. What was it, Into the Night or something like that, or The Night Comes for Us All? I don't remember.
What movie?
It was some joint where it was like set in like the 1930s, 1940s.
Oh, when he was playing that
gangster. Yeah,
that gangster jump. I mean,
that didn't do very well, and that didn't do very well financially or critically. So, you know, and that might have been like his first, like, that might be like the first movie that he like directed that didn't do well. So, you know, that might shake you to your core a little bit.
Come on, son.
You know, that's like
for him to say
that might be like Shyamalan when Lady in the Water came out, and everybody's like, what the fuck is this?
I mean, but
that shook his confidence.
Didn't The Village come out before that?
Yeah, The Village.
Weren't we already like, what the fuck is this?
The Village was like when we was like, The Village was like right when you get to the top of the roller coaster and it starts to fall a little bit. Then Lady in the Water is like when you really like Lady in the Water is like when you really about to hit the bottom, and then The Last Airbender was when the camera catches you and you look scared as shit and you hope no one ever sees this, like no one ever sees that picture.
No, yeah, I didn't think he would recover after The Last Airbender.
Yeah, no one thought he was.
He did, but
I mean, but it's the movie world, and you know he probably also knew probably after Justice League and all that they probably would want to go in a different direction, especially after the person who was pretty much cultivating the world, Zack Snyder, left. So it's just like I can't blame him if you want to go in a different direction.
It wasn't really a good world that he was cultivating.
Not really. Like, for all you people who were just clamoring for the Snyder cut of Justice League, look, it could be better than what we got from Joss Whedon, but I'm not going to act like it's the Holy Grail and like it's going to be the freaking Citizen Kane of the DC universe.
You know what I'm saying? Like, all the movies could have been way better.
Yeah, except for maybe Wonder Woman.
Yeah. I think that was as good as it was going to be.
Yeah, like, my only big gripe about Wonder Woman is you could tell in the third act that Zack Snyder did.
But it was a really good.
No, was it?
That whole third act fight scene. It was really that's what I came to see.
Look, I understand that's what you came to see,
but
I didn't.
It paid off for me.
I didn't need that. I didn't need that big ass CGI fest the way I got it.
I didn't mind it.
I don't know.
I had fun, as a matter of fact.
I feel like for the way like the Avengers did their CGI fights in the first one in Age of Ultron, this one was just like, we have the budget, let's do it. Where Marvel was just like, all right, we have the budget, but let's put that piece there, this piece there, this piece. Like Zack Snyder was like pretty much told Patty Jenkins, balls to whatever you have to the wall.
That's it. I mean, that the way he did that movie was like the guitar solo of a great rock song, man. It's like Purple Rain, and then you got the guitar solo at the end, and it's just like it caps it off.
Nah, for me,
and that's why you're there. You're there for the guitar solo.
Nah, for me,
I'm there for the guitar solo.
Nah, for me, it's more so like I've been drinking this very, very good Kool-Aid that I made, and then when the Kool-Aid runs out, and I ask somebody, can they make some more? I'll turn around and I see them dump the whole bag of sugar in there, and I'm like, it's too much.
But you were enjoying it before.
No, I enjoyed it.
But now that you've seen the process of how they made the Kool-Aid, it's nasty.
No, what I'm saying is I enjoyed the first batch that probably was made by someone else. And then when another person comes in and they add their flair to it, you're just like, nah, dog, this is just, it's too much. Like, it was good. And you just you took it overboard.
Okay.
But I'm cool with it. The only thing, I wish we had a little bit more, because the taste of him as Batman in Justice League, when, like, if he had just done Batman vs. Superman, and we, could cut out the whole Martha line, that would have been fine if that was Ben Affleck's only run as Batman for me. The Justice League one, it more so felt like the Martha Batman than that straight I'm murdering 30 people in the Batmobile Batman that we got in Batman vs. Superman.
He had to play with a team now.
Yeah, so but even that playing with the team, it was a little bit too much. Like, you could tell, like, when Superman, like, straight threw him dropped him, and he hit, oh yeah, that's gonna bruise. Something's broken. I can feel it. Ruptured my disc, punctured my lung. Alfred, I need help. Nah, I didn't need all that. Like
the Batman being human, you didn't need that.
I didn't need him being human. Nah, I really didn't. It's just like
that's all he was. He was being human.
No, you know what? No, you know what it was. It was Batman keeping the swag of Bruce Wayne. That's what it was. That's why I didn't like it in Justice League. It felt like when you talk to him outside of that Batman suit, and you talk to him in that Batman suit, you're talking to the same person.
That's true. I can't dispute that. No,
there was like no distinction. I know you're gonna say, well, he was around his peers, so he kind of he could let his guard down.
There should never be a reason why Bruce Wayne should be in the Bat costume talking like he's Bruce Wayne.
Pretty much.
Like, he should, if he's in the bat suit, he's Batman.
Like, that's why Wonder Woman punked him when he brought up Steve Trevor. It was like, oh, like Steve, boom. That was a Bruce Wayne move to be slick and try to get under your skin in that type of way. Batman would have been logical about it. That wasn't logic. That just sounded like I'm going to hit you in an emotional hard spot and see what happens against the strongest woman I've ever met in my life.
So we are saying he was definitely the best fighter, though, right?
In Justice League?
No. Well, I mean, just Ben Affleck, period.
Out of everyone? Yeah, because, I mean, he was the only one who really had, like, fight. Like, no offense to Wonder Woman, but when you're that strong and, you can throw people around with one punch, you're just really throwing people around with one punch. Same thing with Superman.
Yeah, Superman. Yeah.
I was like, same thing kind of with Jason Momoa as Aquaman. It's like, boom. And it's just like, well, dog, you can survive the deepest depths of the sea. Like, you're bulletproof.
There's
like,
not much
what?
I can do with
it's like, you don't really have to, like, you can practice fighting to keep up with your peers, but you're not fighting to be a superior fighter. You're just fighting to stay strong.
Yeah.
But anyway, I appreciate what Ben Affleck gave to us. He gave us the first real what I think Batman would be as like right before he gets to the point where it's like, all right, I'm done. It's time to go find Terry McGinnis.
I'm a bit disappointed because, I mean, the way you described it, it sounds like he's talking like he was just short on material or like he just couldn't find inspiration. Dude, there's tons of hundreds of thousands of Batman stories that you could have just picked one. And
yeah, but then the issue becomes
emulate.
But then the issue is if he messes it up and he doesn't do it right, the same way you say you can just pick one and do it, like,
do it again.
That's exactly going to be people's reactions. Like, how'd you mess this up? All you had to do was find the story.
And that's why I say he was scared. And that's why I say he was scared.
Yeah, like, because he saw what happened to George Clooney. He ain't trying to be George Clooney.
But George Clooney is still out there getting his man, though, doing whatever he wanted. He was dating Stacy Keibler. He was dating Stacy Keibler at one time. Doing whatever. That was legs.
Look,
we all know who Stacy.
Look, not everyone can bounce back. Maybe he was afraid he wouldn't bounce back. Maybe that was the reason why he was drinking so much and he checked into rehab. Like the stress of being back, the stress of having to save the DC cinematic universe was just like, you know what?
I mean, he's saying it like it was that Superman curse. Damn, he did play Superman too. He did. He played the movie where he was the real. Adrian Brody was a detective, and it was about the guy. His death. Matt. Don't look at me like that. It's about the guy that played Superman, the old Superman.
Mm-hmm.
That was Ben Affleck played him. And it was about his death. And Adrian Brody was a detective. And there was a female co-lead too. I don't remember what her name was. But yeah, Ben Affleck played Superman too.
Oh well.
And then they showed his progression as like an actor, how he was excited. But like that was the only thing he was known for. So, like, all the kids kept coming up to him, and, like, adults didn't take him serious because he played this guy wearing a cape on TV, so he started drinking towards the end of his career. Like, it was, like, this whole, like, noir, like, murder mystery with Adrian Brody. I can't remember what it's called, and I'm forced to
there you go. There you go. Ben Affleck didn't want to do it no more because, the Superman curse took over. So, sorry. In other DC news, apparently, James Gunn's Suicide Squad is supposed to feature a whole new cast.
Sucks.
Like no Harley Quinn, no Deadshot, like no Joker. Matter of fact, I heard that the spinoff Joker Harley Quinn movie with Margot Robbie and Jared Leto and that Jared Leto Solar Joker movie are reportedly being shelved.
Wow. So they're just done with Leto being a Joker. Like that's a wrap. They didn't give my man a true shot.
Like he had 15 minutes to impress us, and I guess it wasn't enough. Because people were still shitting on this Joker, and I was like, "Yo, give me a chance." But
I would have appreciated a story, behind him. How he got to be this Joker.
Like I said, I blame DC for that. You gave what's his name, David Ayers, the director, I think. You gave him 6 weeks to write a script. 6 weeks. What did you expect?
Could you have done something in 6 weeks?
No, one, I can't even write. Like I could probably have a great idea. I can't flesh it out in 6 weeks. They're a screenwriter. Like props to those who write for like TV shows and where you can like push out them scripts real quick. Because I can't do that. And you tell me I got 6 weeks to come out with a motion feature movie that's going to be almost 2 hours long. I look at you like, is you dumb? Like,
I'm sorry. Hollywoodland. That's what the movie was called.
Okay. I heard of Hollywoodland. I've never seen it, but I heard of it.
It was when he was portraying George Reeves and Diane Lane was in it and Bob Hoskins and
All right. That's cool. All right. So if James Gunn is replacing the Suicide Squad, who would you like to see in the Suicide Squad that wasn't in the first one?
I don't know, because like what characters is he going for? Is it the same characters?
No,
different
no,
people, or just totally
it's supposed to be it's supposed to be different villains or different members of the squad.
So was there like a Suicide B squad? Like who else was in the Suicide Squad?
I mean, with Task Force X, it was always just like, all right, if one person dies, we just find somebody else. Like, so, I mean, Blackgate is a big-ass prison. I'm pretty sure you can find some more bad guys in there.
All right. I mean, I'd want to see the Bronze Tiger on the movie.
Definitely. Like, we need some more representations since Will Smith's Deadshot will be gone.
No shit. Damn.
What would make it dope if they got Michael Jai White. Since he already played.
But they wouldn't know because they just.
They're petty. Oh yeah, DC's petty when it comes to their movie universe and their TV, the Arrowverse.
Yeah.
But if they did, that would be so great.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool. But
because Michael Jai White already kind of had like his Deadshot redemption arc in Arrow. To where he started off pretty much as a villain, like over time, he got a little softer, did some things kind of nice, and he earned the Green Arrow's respect.
Is that what's happening?
Yeah. So I was like, that'd be dope. I like to see Killer Frost. In every iteration I've seen, she's always been there.
But she's, I guess.
Why not?
I mean, like, she always plays like a bitch in the end. Like,
you need that.
I guess.
Like,
no, I mean, like, you know, not like a shot at her, but like
you need
her character always ends up doing like some shady shit. Like no matter what,
you need a duplicitous person in the squad as well.
I guess so. That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, I guess you can throw her in. Like, I'm just not a fan of her.
To be honest,
that villain.
If you replace Deadshot and Harley Quinn, you can pretty much just do Assault on Arkham now. You just
they replaced Deadshot and Harley Quinn.
You just put in 2 new Suicide Squad members.
But then that wouldn't be. It can be that.
Oh, and that. I'm sorry. You don't have. It doesn't have to get as extensive as Assault on Arkham because you probably also want to get rid of the Joker too.
Right.
It'd be a good way for you to have. It would have been a good way for you to have Batman if you wanted Batman. So like whoever gets cast as the young Batman, you can have him in there. So you can give him some face time because the DC continuity is already going to be screwed up if there's going to be a Suicide Squad 2 and Ben Affleck's no longer Batman, because that means if Batman ever shows up again, it's going to look weird because he's going to be young. He's going to be a younger Batman.
Thanks a lot, Ben. Fuck.
But yeah, you can have what is it, King Shark. You need the muscle. Like, go ahead, bring in Batista. Batista already said he gonna wear James Gunn goes.
Like, I don't know, bring in. You want the muscle, King Shark? I don't know.
I mean,
like, bring in Bane.
I feel like Bane's too smart of a villain to be a part of Suicide Squad.
Like, he'd figure out a way to get the bomb out his neck, kind of smart.
Yeah, because like,
I understand he's a mastermind.
I'm about to say, other than the way he's portrayed in like the Batman, Batman and Robin, like, or Batman and Robin. Was that the one?
It was Batman.
Was that the one with?
Yeah, it was Batman and Robin.
With, like, he's not as
Poison Ivy and Bane and.
Yeah, he's not as stupid as they try to make him out to be. Like, so that is
his name. Dr. Freeze.
Yeah, that was it. Batman and Robin. Mm-hmm. I mean, you could still have Killer Croc. No,
I'd take Croc. No, what they do?
I mean, I'm saying if you said a whole new squad, then you can't have Killer Croc.
Oh yeah, because he was in the first one.
But I would have liked Croc. You know what? I would hope they would change their mind and bring back Jai Courtney as Captain Boomerang, because that was actually the first role I liked him in, and I kind of wished he had more screen time. Because they tried real hard to push Jai Courtney onto us as like the next action star to take over for a lot of things.
That wasn't working out for you. They weren't doing a good job winning you over.
They weren't, and so they kind of did the Chris Hemsworth route or the Rock route, where they let you see that he's funny, and he works a lot better in movies where he gets to be funny. Because that's what they did with Chris Hemsworth. Like, the first couple of Thors were kind of boring, and then what is it? National Lampoon's Vacation came out, and in that he was just dumb and goofy. And then Ghostbusters, even though I don't think that was a great movie, he was just dumb and goofy. And,
I think it was pretty good.
And you liked him because he was dumb and goofy. And what happens in Thor? He's dumb and goofy.
He does. He does that well.
The same thing with John Cena. They tried to make John Cena the Marine and 12 rounds and all this.
Well, no, that's WWE though. Like, that's different. They're always on that tough guy shit.
They tried, but then turn around and what works for you? Oh, the way he was acting in the Amy Schumer joint, Trainwreck, and then the joint with Tina Fey and Amy Poehler, Sisters, I think it was called, where he was like a drug dealer or something. Like, it just worked like Blockers. It works when you take these big dudes that look like they should be like action heroes nowadays and just kind of make them funny. And then we might believe you a little bit more when you do the more serious stuff. Like, because you can throw the humor in. I feel like that's really what helped The Rock. What helped The Rock the most is he was very charismatic, and like he just had that great comedic timing. And of course, that came from WWE, from always asking people what their name was.
Right.
But who else could they have in this thing? Because they say the main reoccurring members are Captain Boomerang, Deadshot, Enchantress, Harley Quinn, Katana, and Killer Croc. So I mean,
she was. Wow. Because I've only seen Suicide Squad once. Totally forgot the Katana was in there. Completely.
Dang.
Yeah, she was in there.
That was cold. But yeah.
But then, like, she wasn't.
You could do KGB Beast. Is that his name?
That's that Russian.
Yeah, the Russian one that died in like the very beginning of what you call it, because he decided he wanted to try. He decided he wanted to try it with Amanda Waller. Like, man, fuck you. You ain't got no damn bomb. Boom.
Now there was that other guy in Assault on Arkham, that the Spider is what they called him.
Oh yeah, like Spider. That? Is that a real person?
I don't know because they shitted on him so bad as a character.
Oh, so here we go. So apparently there's a new Suicide Squad. You have Black Manta, Captain Boomerang, Cheetah. She's going to be introduced in the Wonder Woman movie. Deathstroke. Like, okay. Since
I don't know how he got caught in Amanda Waller's trap, but
I mean he is an assassin, so he probably
Deathstroke is like the assassin though.
I don't know who Parasite is. I don't know how the hell you get Eobard Thawne under control.
How you catch that nigga?
Yeah.
No, I was going to say that, but again, like that question came out. How would you even catch the Flash or Reverse Flash to even have him under wraps like that? Like, how can you put? Because he would vibrate the bomb right out. Like he, you know. So how would you even be able to do that?
I don't know. Unless there's like some type of collar that restricts him. Unless there was some type of collar that restricted him moving at that frequency, like he can move fast, but maybe not fast enough to like phase through things.
That's some highbrow shit, and like that's some genius level technology we're talking.
It worked though.
Like Batman would have to create that for her.
Oh yeah, I forgot Plastique because I remember her from Smallville. Basically, she's kind of like a Jubilee type of character.
Okay.
Apparently, Penguin was a Suicide Squad member. I mean, we can have justice for Slipknot.
Yeah.
They're like, we thought your head blew up. Nah, I just wanted y'all to think that.
Nah, they'd have to do it like before that.
Oh, Captain Cold, freaking Heat Wave.
Heat Wave, yeah.
That will work, especially if they can work, especially if they had the same dynamic Wentworth Miller and Dominic Purcell's had on Flash and on Legends of Tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, Adam was a part of the Suicide Squad. A lot of people. It can work.
How did she catch these niggas? So are we not giving her credit?
I mean, she didn't really catch them. The superheroes caught them, and they just transported them all to one location where she was like, "All right, I want him and him and him and him." She was basically just a kid in the candy store who just happened to come in the day that the truck is loading all the new merchandise.
You're right.
Like that's all it is. Yeah, look at all these Sportsmaster. I remember Sportsmaster.
I don't.
He was stupid. Black Adam, come on, dog.
She got a whole god.
Some of these people had to be they had to voluntarily
like they were on for like a mission or two.
Yeah, there was no, all right, we're gonna put this thing. Like, no, I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. Like, that's fine. Yeah, because I'm seeing superheroes now. I'm seeing Vixen and Adam.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Okay. Never mind. I'm done. I'm done. We don't have to look on that one no more. Oh yeah, but I did forget about Count Vertigo and Copperhead.
I remember.
I wonder if Victor Zsasz was ever a member.
The serial killer?
Yeah.
Maybe I would. Maybe.
I mean, he killed Alfred in Injustice. So I mean, if he ain't dead, then go ahead and grab him. Like, actually, I kind of like the dude that plays Victor Zsasz on Gotham. I don't like Gotham, but for some reason, I like him.
I have no idea.
Yeah, he's just so snarky and such an asshole about it. It's like, you know what? That's actually kind of charming. It's just like if I was in Jim Gordon's shoes, I would be pissed at him. But just like on the outside looking, I was like, you know what? He's pretty cool. If I ain't had the fear that he would kill me, I could hang out with him sometimes.
Oh wow. Okay. So whole new Suicide Squad cast.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh man. That just kind of sucks. And I did want Jared Leto to have his own spinoff stuff.
Maybe Marvel can use him for something. I don't want Jared.
I mean,
Leto
well, you know, technically he's not going to be in the MCU, but he's going to be in a Marvel movie. So,
what movie?
He's playing Morbius.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Matter of fact, I think production's already started on that, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. All right. I'm happy again. As long as that man's not sitting on the shelf. I really like Jared Leto as an actor, and I don't want him sitting on the shelf just not doing anything.
Yeah, I feel like he could. I feel like he maybe not be that Heath Ledger Joker, but I felt like he could have made it a little bit more his own, especially given what he was working with. Because you can say you don't like the way he looked and stuff like that, but at the end of the day, it's just like, look, this is the material I'm given. I'm gonna try to run with it.
Exactly. And then, your Jokers are going to change. Like, I wouldn't want to see. That's why I was kind of looking to see, okay, what his backstory is, because I don't want to see the same exact portrayal of the Joker that Heath gave or that Joaquin. Is Joaquin still doing his movie?
Yeah, Joaquin's movie.
Yeah, I don't want to see the same Joker done by different people.
So they showed you how it kind of was. They said with like Caesar Ramon, I think
Romero.
Romero from the 1966 Batman, he was more of the clown.
Yeah.
And then Jack Nicholson was the gangster.
Yeah.
And then Heath Ledger was like the anarchist.
Right.
And I guess they were trying to say Jared Leto was supposed to be just the lunatic.
That would have been, that's fine.
And I would have liked more of the lunatic.
Yeah, like that's okay with me.
I'm a little disappointed.
Because you're not going to get a person who's going to be able to sum up all of that into one character. Like, you're just not, he would have to be crazy, you know what I'm saying, to really dig that deep. And we just saw becoming the anarchist, we saw what that did with Heath. It's like, that was already a dark place to begin with. The thing with Jared Leto is, he's that method actor who he'll go there.
Oh yeah, Jared Leto. Oh, you need me to put on how much weight? I'll do it. You need me to lose how much weight? Him and Christian Bale, those are the type of actors they are. As a matter of fact, Christian Bale just said, for my health, after I guess he did the Dick Cheney movie Vice, he was just like, he just did a movie that just came out last year. He played Dick Cheney.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah. And
he was like, after this movie, he said, I'm done. I'm not doing any more drastic weight gains and losses for movies for my health. It's like, it's too much.
Because remember The Machinist, right?
Yeah. Movie not even just The Machinist. Rescue Dawn, where he had to be a prisoner of war, so he lost a lot of weight.
That movie where Mark Wahlberg was that boxer and he was his brother.
Oh yeah, the fighter. He was he was real skinny. That
shit is not healthy.
It's not
to keep putting your body through those changes.
And Jared Leto did the same thing. He did it in I can't remember the name of the movie, but it was a movie where he was playing the dude that killed John Lennon.
Yeah.
And got real fat.
Yeah.
Like I think they said he put on like 40 to 60 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and you could see it. There was no he's wearing a fat suit. It was like, nah, my stomach is sticking out. This is all me.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, like you pluck one side of my tummy, you see the waves vibrate over to the other side of the tummy.
Yeah, he's one of those kind of actors. And the crazy thing is, him, like, by himself, like, as a rock star, he's this really, like, dashingly handsome guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, he'll
make you believe that you can walk on water.
But then they'll have him play roles, like, he'll pick a role, like, in Fight Club, when he was Angel Face.
Yeah.
And then he was, bash my face in, I'm fine with that. It's like he'll do that. He'll go that far for those roles, and I wanted to see what he was going to do with the Joker.
So you hear that, DC? You fucked up.
They really wasted.
Like, you wasted a great actor, in my opinion. But
great? Would I say great? Will we give him great?
I would say he's a great actor. I'll never say that he's like 100% leading man material, but I'll definitely say that most of the time when he's in something, he's in it.
That's true. He does stand out in every movie.
He stands out. Like, I mean, he won an Oscar for Dallas Buyers Club. He probably, like, I think he had to lose a lot of weight for that.
Yeah.
To portray the transgender with AIDS, or the homophobic dude. I mean, not homophobic. The gay guy with AIDS. You got. What else was he in?
Mr. Nobody.
Yeah, Mr. Nobody. That was a long movie.
Nobody.
Long ass. Then you got Lord of War when he was Nick Cage's brother.
Right.
It's like Requiem for a Dream. It's like when he's there, I know he's there.
Right.
It's like, so I like My So-Called Life. I remember when he was in that. That was a TV show.
Oh, okay.
Starring the chick from the Leonardo DiCaprio Homeland, Romeo and Juliet.
Okay. Was that
No,
before?
it wasn't My So-Called Life. What am I thinking? It was something else. I know it though, but I know it, and I hate that I know it, and I can't think of it.
Well, look it up, aren't you?
Pretty much, because you know how I am. It's like when I know something, I gotta make sure that I get it off right.
Fact check.
Why is Jared Goff ahead of Jared Leto? Why is he Googled more? Because he choked in the Super Bowl? Fucking Goff.
For that very reason.
Keep telling people I was never secure on him as a Rams fan. Yeah, I remember him in Girl Interrupted. I remember in American Psycho.
Right.
It's like, Christian Bale was mad at how nice his business card felt.
Batman definitely killed the Joker in that.
I was like, who else could play Colin Farrell's love interest in Alexander? Only Jared Leto could make Colin Farrell decide that he wants Jared Leto more than Rosario Dawson. Because I'm like, what? Huh? You're stupid.
Hey, that's just how they got down back in the day, I guess, man.
Chapter 27. That was the name of the movie when he played the dude that killed.
Yeah, John Lennon.
Yeah, but yeah, it's like most of these movies. It's like when I look at it, when I look at Jared Leto's filmography, I never say, "Oh, he was in that." It was just like, "Yep, he was in that." Like I don't have to like really remind myself. It's like, nah, he was definitely in there. I feel like
I'm dying.
Oh no, he was in My So-Called Life. All right, I'm cool. I'm good. I was right.
Turned it out in the end, huh? All right.
Yeah, man. But anything else you think about DC right now? I'm waiting for this. I'm waiting for this last Shazam trailer because I have a lot of hope in Shazam.
Yeah, I mean, because that's the next big thing coming out, right?
Yeah, and I'm just really excited for it. I think that it's going to be a good movie. Like I said, it's big with superpowers. And, I was reading something on Screen Rant, I think, where they saw like an extended 12 minutes or something. And they were just like talking about the scenes. And like the way they were talking about the scenes, like, hey, that sounds like it works. Mm-hmm. Hey, that sounds like it works. For all intents and purposes, this should sound like it works. And if someone comes to me and they tell me that they like Venom, but they didn't like Shazam, I'm going to smack them after I see Shazam.
You shitted on Venom for not one, but 2 podcasts.
I surely did.
And then I go to watch Venom and I'm like, I don't think that warranted all that.
But it's so funny because, like I said,
and then everybody that like I talked to who was seen it was like, yeah, it's not really all that bad of a movie.
You know why? Like, you know why? It's because you're thinking of Venom the same way I was thinking of Polar, where you're just like, oh, I'll just take it for what it is. No, in this day and age with superhero movies, I'm not just taking that for what it is.
No, but the bar was so low because it wasn't even Marvel doing it.
The bar wasn't low, man.
It was. You really thought it was going to be a good movie?
The bar wasn't low. You want to know how low the bar was? Like, the bar was just, don't be worse than Topher Grace. It's not like the bar was that low.
And he wasn't. You think Topher Grace was a better Venom?
No, I'm not saying, no, I mean, like, as far as the movie is concerned.
Oh, I mean... I like that movie better than the third Spider-Man.
I don't know. I feel like I can go back and watch parts of the third Spider-Man.
I know. I could definitely rewatch Venom before rewatching the third Spider-Man.
I tried rewatching Venom, and
wow.
I still get to the same thing. It's like this last fight. It's all messy. It's all CGI-ish. We've only been connected for like 4 hours, but you've changed me. I was like. Because I remember how Showtime was like,
yeah, but just drop that though. Because
no, I can't.
Because I remember you saying that, and you're holding on to that, and it's like, but that's like a minor thing. Like you could easily gloss past that.
No, you can't, because that's
and look at the rest of the movie.
No, you can't, because that's stupid. Because that's one of the big things that people love about the movie is like, oh, I just love their relationship. People are shipping Venom and Eddie. I was like, you're shipping this whole thing based on technically what was 4 hours of a relationship, and you really think that being connected for that long, like for that short a period of time, would build that type of relationship?
Well, they're doing, people are silly. They're doing the same thing with Brock and Venom. The same thing that they did with the little bit of screen time that they saw with Harley Quinn and the Joker. And when they showed that relationship, they're like, oh my God, I want to love like that. But the real people who know these characters like, yeah, the Joker was beating the shit out of Harley Quinn a lot of the time throughout their relationship. That's true,
but in Suicide Squad, it was already established that they had been in a relationship for a long time. And this, it was like, I just met you. What's up?
But he was he was part of him.
No, that does. The only
thing that you're missing is that scene where you see Venom tapping into all of Brock's memories.
But you want to know why that doesn't?
Oh, I understand.
But you want to know why that doesn't hold for me?
You're missing that, and that's why you're.
You want to know why that doesn't hold for me anymore? Because I remember Showtime said that doesn't hold for me anymore, specifically because Venom has admitted that that's not the first planet they've taken over. So you've been to all these planets, and you want me to believe you've had all these hosts, and you won't believe that these other symbiotes have run through all these hosts, but this one particular person was so special that in a matter of hours, it's just like, you show me everything that humanity can be.
Well, remember what Venom said.
If you told me that
Venom
Venom had attached himself to Superman, I'd probably believe you.
Remember what Venom said he was. Venom was out of that chain of symbiotes, he was the one getting bullied. He was the grunt. He was like the lowest of the low. So who's to say how many people he was able to, form a bond with when you've got other people pretty much running the show? You know what I'm saying?
Man,
like,
if your whole job is to go to planets and take over stuff, the way I see it, at some point you've taken over other hosts, and like Eddie.
But like, that's assuming
Eddie wasn't that great.
That's what I'm saying.
Eddie wasn't that great. Eddie wasn't that great of a person in this movie to where it's just like,
he was in love.
This changes
son.
everything.
He was in love. No. Eddie. And what they showed from his character was that he was a person who was like, "Yo, I'm going to do the right thing. I'm going to get the story from this asshole because it's the right thing to do because he's evil, and I'm in love." Because
what I saw from Eddie was, I'm so addicted and I'm such on a search for the truth that I'm willing to say F it and hurt whoever it takes as long as I can get the story. Because let's face it, the whole reason everything goes down the drain for him is because he looks at his girlfriend, who is a lawyer's personal email or work email, and takes information that that he shouldn't have had in the first place. He got her fired. What if he got her fired and no other company and no other law firm would ever agree to hire her ever again because of that?
I mean, that was
because then he goes from being, he just wanted the truth to, oh man, look how he stalled her in 2018, look how he stalled this successful young woman's rising career because he couldn't do the ethical thing and not open her email.
He felt super bad about it.
He felt super bad about it because he got in trouble for it.
Because he kept going back to her trying to apologize. He genuinely felt bad.
He felt bad because of because of the downfall that happened. If his editor had kept him, or if he had written whatever story he wanted to write and his editor was okay with it, he would have been like, look, I understand that you're mad at me, but look at what happened because of this.
Because this dude was an evil tyrant.
He would have tried
to justify a whole lab underneath the building, killing folks.
The fact of the matter is,
he would have been like, I'm a hero. I stopped this evil
he wouldn't
guy,
have felt as bad because you could justify it.
You shouldn't have been working for him
because
he's this evil guy.
He wouldn't have felt as bad because he could have justified it. But he still cost her a job.
That's like taking down Hitler, son. He'd have been like, yo, I just took down Hitler and I'm a good guy. So what? I had to peek into your laptop to do it. Sometimes grimy shit has to get done for the bigger picture.
She wasn't working.
I took down Hitler.
She wasn't working for Hitler, dog. She was working for a law firm
that was working for Hitler.
Not working for Hitler.
Hey, look, man. All I'm saying is he felt bad for the chick. Well, he felt bad about what he did to her, and he kept trying to go back to get her.
He felt bad about what he did. Because she got fired because of what he did.
Man, what are you gonna do, man? He tried to do the right thing. It all blew up in his face, and she was a casualty for it. He didn't want her to be a casualty. She just was.
He did.
It's not like he did. It was he proposed to her and everything.
No,
he wanted to marry her.
Let's get one thing straight. He didn't try to do the right thing. The only reason he opened that email is because he knew he had to interview that dude, and because it had his name on it. It wasn't I know for a fact that this right here. She could have opened that email and it just could have said, hey, for your meeting, he would like for you to meet him at this place at this time. You don't know what could have been in that email.
Hey,
his nosiness is what cost him that.
How many times did you watch this movie?
I watched the movie twice.
You tried to like it, was what you're telling me?
I've tried to like it, okay. And it's still some shit.
Because I've seen it one complete time, and
I've seen it.
I can't battle with all these.
I saw it twice because I tried to like it. He sat there agonizing over whether or not he should open it, and it's just he didn't know that it was something negative. All he knew is that was a client of his fiance's firm, and that she had something private that the firm sent her. And he decided it was okay to open it.
Okay.
So
touche,
DC Corner
dude.
just
I don't
turned.
know.
DC Corner just turned
feel like
into.
I have to watch this movie 3 more times just to combat. I didn't know you trumped me one whole time. I didn't know. I felt underprepared for this argument. I still think he was a pretty good dude.
I gotta hope that I can hold some things to some better standards now, just because of the way things go. Like, and this is Venom. You already messed up Venom once. So
exactly.
You can make it better.
Exactly. We talked about that already, and they did make it better. It was slightly, but they did make it better. It was way better than Topher Grace.
Let me put it like this: I can sit through X-Men Apocalypse more than I can sit through Venom.
Wow, man. Wow. It's because Venom's black, isn't it? Because I can't understand why you would literally sit through such a bad movie.
I can sit through X-Men Apocalypse way.
What about Last Stand? Could you sit through Last Stand?
I can't sit through Wolverine in them indestructible pants. That's a no. Like,
the
only redeemable thing of The Last Stand was I'm the Juggernaut, bitch. That was the only redeemable part.
They really cashed in on that one.
Man, Killer Mike has a whole song where that's his chorus. Like in the background, it's like I'm the Juggernaut. But yeah, I mean, like I said, I already know how you feel. I know how other people feel. But at the same time, I know how other people on the internet feel as well. So it's not just me.
I mean, I'm not saying.
So in my circle, I know I'm an outsider. But in the broader sense of it, I know that I'm not the anomaly, and I'm cool with that now.
I agree that it should have been a way better movie. Because, like I said, with the example I'm giving you, if they would have thrown in an extra 2 or 3 scenes explaining why Venom felt the way he felt, then you wouldn't have that much of an issue with the movie, and the movie would have been better off for it. But I understand why people don't like it. Fans especially may not like it, but for the casual watcher, I totally understand why it's like, it wasn't all that bad. I've definitely seen worse movies.
Yeah, I definitely couldn't go.
I saw Bruce Willis's Death Wish. I sat through that in the theaters.
Maybe like I said, like when we were talking about Liam Neeson, I was like, don't put things on the pedestal because of the fall. I put that on the pedestal.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And it wasn't even Disney that was doing it. Like Marvel that was doing it. It was Fox?
Sony.
So we know what Sony's capable of. Why would you put them any higher than...
2 months later, you bring out Into the Spider-Verse.
Hey, man. They get Spider-Man right for the most part. Spider-Man they can get right. It's just the other shit.
I don't even know if I can say that because, like, in all honesty, like Spider-Man might be like out of 6 Spider-Man movies, you might be 50% on that one.
Whoa, calm down. Spider-Man is 1, 2, not 3. Not Andrew Garfield's movies.
See, and I've gone back and I've watched the Tobey Maguire. I've gone back and I've watched the Tobey Maguire ones. They're not as good as I remember. And and honestly, it's because of Tobey Maguire and Kirsten Dunst. They bring that movie down for me so much.
That was all we had.
James Franco is a saving grace in that movie.
You went back with higher expectations in mind because of what we have now. Back then, that was all we had, and we liked those movies. And we liked them a lot, except for when the third one came around. We was like, wow, they really threw a lot of villains in this, and the whole thing got all convoluted and crazy. But 1 and 2, everybody fucked with those Spider-Man movies because they were good movies. Now, if you're going to go back after knowing what the Avengers have done and how they tried to stop Thanos, and then you're going to go back to watch the first Spider-Man, you're like, this small town shit out of here. Like, of course you're going to feel that way.
The story was good. It was just the 2 leads were trash when you really think about it.
Tobey Maguire is one of my favorite Spider-Man. All right.
You only got like 3 to choose from.
Exactly. And out of the 3, he's like number 1. No, Holland's number 1.
I was about to say,
he's number 2. Garfield was gross. All right, he was just a disgusting Peter Parker and a Spider-Man.
No, he was like I always say, Tobey Maguire was the better Peter Parker. Andrew Garfield was the better Spider-Man. Tobey Maguire
over Tom Holland?
No, I'm talking about like as far as
mix them all 3.
No, I'm not. No,
because I've
already said Tom Holland is the best Spider-Man. He's the best. He's the best of both worlds. As far as Spider-Man, if I had to go Tobey and Andrew, Andrew's the better Spider-Man. Tobey's the better Peter Parker.
I always have this argument with people. and I'm not going to go back to watch any of those Amazing Spider-Mans because I won't do it. Like, I hate those movies.
I mean, that's fine.
I won't do it. Andrew Garfield.
That's fine, but I don't hope
his best friend, the fake James Franco, that whole relationship.
Oh, Dane DeHaan, fake Leo.
God,
look,
you couldn't pay me to believe that they were best friends ever in life.
Two things can be true. Andrew Garfield can be a better Spider-Man than Tobey Maguire. And the second thing that can be true is Tobey Maguire was in better scripted, better created, better directed Spider-Man movies.
Which made him better.
Don't make him better. It made him better, Peter Parker. He still go back and watch some Spider-Man. Just listen to his delivery of Spider-Man. He don't even. Sure, you know who I am. Your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Like yes. the lines were just so cheesy.
Because that's who Peter Parker was. He was cheesy,
and the quips were just non-existent.
That man stopped the train. What he did for that train still lives on to this day.
I understand that. Once again,
that Jesus pose.
Once again,
stopping that train.
Two things. I'm
all
not
the Spider-Men do it now.
I'm not saying that Tobey Maguire wasn't in the better Spider-Man movies when compared to the Amazing Spider-Man. I'm just saying, as the actual Spider-Man when in costume, Andrew Garfield was better.
Doc Ock.
Once again,
Green Goblin.
Once again,
the Sandman. His own goddamn best friend.
Once again,
he fought them all.
Once again, the series
came out on top.
Toby as Peter was better. Andrew as Spider-Man.
What did Andrew do? He let his girlfriend fall. She fell.
It was supposed to happen.
You know who would have saved her? Toby motherfucking Maguire.
It was supposed to happen.
Nickelback's hero was playing because he never let Mary Jane down ever.
He let Mary Jane get kidnapped and accepted a water clone as his wife.
We don't count cartoons.
Don't get me started.
No, we don't count cartoons. There's a lot of shit going on in that arc. Wasn't the Punisher after him or some shit like that? And he just got finished turning into some man spider. There's a lot of shit happening. Mobius was out doing shit. Blade was running these streets. It was a lot of shit happening around that time.
Oh man!
And the Miss Mary Jane gets kidnapped and turned into a water clone.
He married a water clone.
You know,
like he was so non-intention. Madam Web had to be like, "Come on, we'll search some dimensions and try to find your wife."
Anyways, man, are we still talking about this new cast for James Gunn?
Nah, this was supposed to be DC's corner, and we end up just talking about random stuff.
Marvel still crept in somehow
because Marvel's better.
Damn it.
Marvel's better when it comes to the movies, but I don't have anything else that I want to talk about as far as those topics go. I'm just saying, I'd rather watch Suicide Squad again than watch Venom. Matter of fact, I've watched Suicide.
I'd probably prefer that too.
I've watched Suicide Squad probably, if I had to count, in its entirety about 7 times.
Why? It's not a 7-time good watching movie.
It's the type of movie to where if it's on my screen, I don't mind it playing.
How many times is it on? How many times are you pressing play?
I mean, no, I'm just saying, like if it's on HBO or something like that, it's like, oh, this is on. Okay, I can just sit down and watch this, or I can just let this play while I do whatever. But Venom is just like, all right, I don't need to hear none of this shit. This is stupid.
It's all right. Okay.
I think we're alone now.
Okay.
Oh man, but anyway, those are our thoughts on some DC news. Those are our thoughts on why I will continue to shit on Venom, why Jared Leto deserves to have another chance as Joker, and much, much more. But hit us up in them comments. Let us know who would you like to see in the Suicide Squad. It doesn't even have to be someone that's been a Suicide Squad member before. Just, throw out some villains that you think would be cool to see together. You could be like, bump it. Somehow kidnap the whole Legion of Doom and turn them into the Suicide Squad. I'd be like, all right, that's dope.
Kinda.
Yeah. Like, go ahead and find Bizarro somewhere.
I do want to see Bizarro in one of these movies. Though.
But yeah, but go ahead and let us know. I mean, you can let us know in the comments, or you can let us know on the social media platforms that's showing up on your screen right now. Like always, we appreciate you taking time out your day to listen to us, to hear us rant about the dumb shit that we like to talk about. Without you, none of this would be possible. Anything else I want to plug? No?
I don't think so.
Fuck it then. Till next time. Peace.
Peace.